Why marriage matters. Understanding God's design. Why should I get married? Is marriage still important in today's world? What's the real purpose behind this sacred union? These are questions many people ask. In a time where marriage is sometimes seen as an option rather than a commitment, it's important to understand God's design for marriage. So, let's explore the reasons why marriage matters according to God's plan. Why was marriage created in the first place? In the very beginning, God saw that it wasn't good for man to be alone. So he created marriage as a solution. The union between Adam and Eve wasn't just a physical partnership, it was a spiritual one, ordained by God. Marriage, at its core, fulfills our need for companionship and unity, helping us reflect God's love in our lives. Why does God provide a suitable companion? Many wonder, why does God bring two people together in marriage? In the book of Genesis, we see that Eve was created as a helper, suitable for Adam. This wasn't just a practical arrangement, but one where each person brings unique qualities to support and complement the other. Through marriage, we find someone who not only shares our lives, but strengthens our weaknesses, making us better versions of ourselves. Why is procreation a central part of marriage? Why is procreation so important in marriage? One of God's first commands to Adam and Eve was to be fruitful and multiply. Marriage is the foundation on which families are built. Through this union, God provides a sacred means to bring new life into the world. Procreation isn't just about continuing the human race, it's about continuing God's creation and sharing in His gift of life. Why are children raised spiritually within marriage? Why does God want children raised in a spiritual environment through marriage? Marriage forms a secure and loving space for children to grow in faith. Parents play a crucial role as spiritual leaders in their children's lives. Through marriage, they create a small, faith-filled community, a family, where children are taught about God's love, righteousness, and the values that will guide them throughout life. How does marriage protect us from sexual immorality? In a world filled with temptations, marriage provides a safe and committed relationship where love and intimacy are honored. God designed marriage to safeguard our hearts and minds, helping us focus on a lifelong, faithful relationship with one person. It protects us from the distractions and dangers that can pull us away from God's plan. What makes commitment and partnership so vital in marriage? Marriage isn't just a romantic journey. It's about two people committing to walk through life together. God's design for marriage is for two people to become partners, sharing responsibilities, facing challenges, and growing together. Commitment is what binds two people, even through tough times, while partnership enables them to support one another in every aspect of life. How do love and respect hold a marriage together? Ephesians 5:33 reminds us that husbands are to love their wives, and wives are to respect their husbands. Love and respect are two sides of the same coin, providing the foundation for a marriage to flourish. These principles ensure that both partners feel valued and cherished, creating a marriage rooted in God's design. Does marriage reflect something greater than itself? Yes. Marriage is more than just a bond between two people. It reflects Christ's relationship with the church. Just as Christ loves the church sacrificially, husbands are called to love their wives. This sacred connection between marriage and faith shows us that marriage is a reflection of God's love, sacrifice, and grace for His people. Is marriage for everyone? While marriage is God's design, it's important to recognize that it's not for everyone. Singleness is also a calling, and God honors both paths. Some people are called to serve Him in other ways, dedicating their lives fully to His purpose outside of marriage. Both marriage and singleness can be gifts when embraced with faith. So why does marriage matter? Because it reflects God's love and His plan for humanity. Whether through the bond between husband and wife or the calling of singleness, God's design for relationships is meant to bring fulfillment, purpose, and grace into our lives. By following His design, we live a life of love, reflecting the deeper spiritual truths that He has woven into the very fabric of marriage.